Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon. Today we have the pleasure of chatting with Mr. Yusef Qazi, an AI enthusiast and marketing innovator. He has pursued his education from Stanford University and has been involved in so many projects. So today we'll be gaining more insights into his world. And so I welcome you here. And can you briefly give your introduction to us?
Yes, so my name's Yusef Qazi. I'm currently working as an AI engineer at Allgood, which is a marketing startup. So what we do is we provide marketing recommendations to enterprise companies using AI and other new techniques. I did my bachelor's in electrical engineering and then did my master's in computer science. And I just graduated in June of 2024. So just graduated and then started my job.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so like you have mentioned, Allgood that is focusing on generative artificial intelligence for marketing teams. So could you share how is AI helping in making marketing more easier?
Mm-hmm. So a lot of marketing in the past few decades is done via a rules-based system. So what that means is marketers will go in to the system and set up rules to send an email to this person if they've done X, Y, and Z, send a newsletter if they've done ABC, send them both if they've done a combination of two. And a rules-based system ends up becoming very complicated for people to manage and very complicated to understand. And oftentimes it's up to the person that's setting up the system and what they think is working. And so in the past year or so, AI, especially with large language models, has allowed marketers to take AI systems to run on their data and see which newsletter campaigns, email campaigns, provide success and which don't provide success. And so, using the learnings from there, we can allow AI systems to determine the next best step for a marketer rather than having marketers define rules that are very subjective and not, rooted in like some data.
Right. Thank you. So, like you have studied at the Stanford University and have been involved in so many interesting projects. So, I wanted to ask how the society there helped you shape your thinking about artificial intelligence and technology on a general basis.
So the environment there, it's very collaborative. So, I went into engineering, and a lot of the other engineering students, even if they weren't in computer science, had some sort of background or exposure to artificial intelligence. And so that environment, inspired me to learn more and more and do projects, that combined computer science and electrical engineering, computer science and mechanical. Like a lot of students there do a lot of cross-discipline projects. And so being in that environment was super inspiring, gave me a lot of ideas to work on. And then, like everyone's learning. A lot of people do research while they're in their bachelor's program, with PhD students and professors. And so they get exposure to the cutting edge of AI.
There's so many new experiences.
Many new experiences.
Right. So let's talk about your project that is NutriCount, and which uses computer vision to extract nutritional information. So congratulations for that, and that seems very interesting. So I want to talk about what were the hardships that were there while you were, inspecting or doing that project, and how did you overcome, or any fun story you want to discuss?
Yeah. So the NutriCount project was basically looking at a nutritional label and tracking, calories, total carbohydrates, fats, like from the nutritional label itself. The biggest hurdle was, I was using existing computer vision models that, can operate on text, but the biggest hurdle was making sure that the text was structured well. Sometimes we would get, for example, we can have, total carbohydrates as like one of the fields, and we can track that, but then maybe it says 32 grams, but the model will pick up 2 grams.
Right.
So sometimes,
Yeah.
certain digits or certain numerical values weren't tracked, and then obviously there's a big difference between 2 and
Right.
32. Additionally, a lot of different manufacturers have different sorts of labels, right? So, maybe there's one main, label, I guess, design for nutritional facts, but some manufacturers have something different, or stuff is out of order.
Right.
So it was very important to, read the text as well as the value and then map that properly. So that was
Right.
a bit challenging, and we were able to get it working, but there's still some stuff that's, can be improved.
Okay, so you have a proficiency in multiple languages, like you're a multilingual. So how did that approach help you in technology or artificial intelligence especially, or has it been a difficult situation sometimes?
Yeah, so artificial intelligence, at least in the United States, it's everywhere. It's being used in a lot of different places. But I come to India, and it's a very, very new field here.
Right.
And so being able to communicate with, my nani and my nana, or my family here, who don't have English as their first language but understand English, using Hindi and Urdu has been really, really useful in that case, because I can understand the problems, right?
Right.
At the core, artificial intelligence is about using the techniques that we've learned and have knowledge about to solve some sort of problem, and there's tons and tons of problems all around the world. So understanding them, firsthand is very important, and that's helped with Indian Urdu.
Right. So you are at the intersection of artificial intelligence and marketing, like your field. So where do you see the future of AI-driven tools in far future, like say 5 years or 10
Okay.
years, and any abrupt or very bizarre sort of a thing that is going to overtake AI? So that sort of
Yeah.
trend, and what are you most excited about?
Yeah, so I can actually share what we're working on right now, nowadays, at our company. There's a concept of agents, and these are AI agents which, similar to humans, have very specific tasks. And so they understand certain levels of text input, and they have instructions, and they can complete those instructions. So what we're doing with agents is that you can build a team of agents and have them do a marketing task. So, marketing as an entire field, it's not, a single, one instruction, is applicable to the entire field. Some people are good at creating content. Some people are good at finding which people to target. Some people are good at analyzing data. And so what we're doing is we're creating agents to kind of make that work easier for the marketers, right? And so if you're a content creator within marketing, you can use the content creation agent and give it some ideas, and you'll get back some information. And then on top of that, these agents can actually talk to each other. So you can provide a long list of things that you want to do from start to end. Maybe you want to create content and send it to a list of people that fit some criteria, and then track the responses and their clicks. You can do that via agents because they can do them individually, but then they can interact with each other.
Right.
And so I think that in the next 5 years is going to really become big, not just in marketing, but in other
In other
fields.
areas,
Yeah.
okay, yes. So since the technology is been emerging so fast at a very, very, speedy. So what are the trends or currents that is going to help our farmers, the society here in India? And also, how can you describe it to them that they have a sound knowledge about artificial intelligence or technology?
So for farmers,
Can you that answer in Hindi?
of
please?
course, किसानों के लिए जो टेक्नोलॉजी है यहाँ पर गांव में, वो ये हो सकती है, फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे अगर कोई फल बोना है या कोई खेती करना है, उसमें जो सॉइल होता है उसका कोई राइट टाइम होता है उसको सब बोने के लिए, है ना? तो कंप्यूटर विजन एक चीज़ होती है, मतलब जैसे कैमरा के साथ हम लोग मशीन लर्निंग और आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस टेक्नोलॉजी है, इसको इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं सबसे बेस्ट टाइम को ढूंढने के लिए कि अगर कोई चावल बोना है तो कहाँ पर बो सकते हैं, कौन से सॉइल में सबसे अच्छा है, कितने दिन तक रखना चाहिए, कितना पानी इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए, ये सब चीज़ें कोई भी खेती कर रहा हो उसको बेहतरीन करने के लिए ये सब चीज़ें सही होनी चाहिए, है ना। तो ये टेक्नोलॉजी इस्तेमाल कर करके ये सब बेहतर हो सकता है। अब मेरे गांव में मेरे अब्बा का गांव देवरिया के पास है, गोरखपुर के पास। तो वहाँ पर हम गए थे अभी एक हफ्ता पहले, और वहाँ पर देखा कि चावल लगा हुआ है, लेकिन वहाँ पर खूब ज़्यादा से पानी बरस गया।
राइट।
अब कैसे किसानों को कैसे पता चलेगा कि पानी कितना डालना है, पानी बरस गया है, पानी को कम करें या उतना ही रखें। तो टेक्नोलॉजी इस चीज़ में बहुत उसको बेहतर कर सकती है।
So you said this is your first visit to our campus.
Yes.
So what is your experience you want to share? And we have some interaction with the students. So can you define your experience to us or share your experience with us?
Yes. I like the rural area of the campus, away from the city. It's nice and peaceful. Outside there's good scenery.
Right.
You know, I got a walking tour of the campus, and it was very nice to see the historic relics of Jahangir from, I believe it was, 150 to 200 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was really nice to see. And the students, I had a workshop, and the students were asking very thought-provoking questions, and it showed that, they were understanding the concepts of AI well. And I'm hoping that, they're inspired to go pursue the knowledge and the learnings on their own, so that, they can help their communities and their societies, and then, make it big one day, inshallah.
Right, inshallah. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us today, and hope your stay is going to be fine and very fun. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.